So there's a way that you view porn that I appreciate, and I don't necessarily feel the same way because I think you and I have different habits with regards to porn. But talk about your views on porn as cheating.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this quite a bit. For me, I didn't think it was an issue. So during my last relationship, I had some struggles. We discussed me going to see a sex therapist. I would, and the sex therapist would say something like, she didn't identify my porn viewing as a problem, which was, I thought, quite interesting looking at it because I was like, okay, this seemed to be a problem. Anyways,
Yeah.
she's like, it's okay to be, walking down the street and see a woman and maybe have a fantasy about that woman, but go home to your partner. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. This is a sex therapist talking to me about this. So I'm in belief that that's okay. I'm taking that, seeing that woman on the street, and then almost confirmation bias with watching porn to say that that's okay too. Right. So I didn't think too much of it. And then once I got out of the relationship and just hearing obviously the trauma that I put her through and how that made her feel, I thought about it more and more. And I thought, man, that's not healthy. And in a lot of ways that's cheating, because for me, I was in this relationship with this person, not able to get myself off, going downstairs an hour later or the next day and getting myself off to a porn. I thought, looking back at it, that was cheating, because I am taking my seed, my ejaculation might come, and I'm giving it to somebody else on a screen. And we talked about that a little bit earlier before we got on as well. Is like, I developed what's known as parasocial relationships. A parasocial relationship is a relationship with a character in a TV show or a movie. And I came across this, oddly enough, by watching the documentary Teenage Paparazzo, which has Adrian Grenier from Entourage.
That's a great one, yeah.
And how everybody saw him as Vincent Chase, or saw Turtle as Turtle instead of Johnny Ferreira, or Eric Connolly, as E, whatever, I can't remember actually his real name. But I was developing those relationships with the porn stars. Like, I was almost in a relationship, and that was my porn viewing. It wasn't like I was in a specific genre. I was watching porn for porn stars. And I went and like, yeah, okay, that is cheating to me.
Because you wouldn't go and just browse the homepage of Pornhub and whatever, you have your genre. You'd like develop a relationship. You follow somebody like Riley Reid or somebody. You'd like follow them and get in kind of like,
yeah. I'd see their clips that would come out, and it was really terribly unhealthy, and it's awful. I mean, a lot of this is me getting over that and forgiving myself for that person that I was, and I don't ever want to be again, and feeling some sadness, and yeah, okay, I was a piece of shit, but just trying to remember that that's not who I am. So that's where my views on this come from.